First of all, let me just say, I've been listening to this song for like a while, for the past couple weeks, and I just done a reading for the Divine Masculine yesterday morning. Well, yesterday morning, where I said like they were wanting to. Now take this as it resonates, right? Because for some of you, you don't have or are interested in a past love returning. So if you're interested in a past love returning, you're just trying to figure out what's going on with the connection, you see the words. So this song is Honey Love by R. Kelly. And I know that everybody's not an R. Kelly fan. But I'm definitely an R. Kelly fan when the Born into the 90s era, his our first R. Kelly, Born into the 90s, yes. This album was everything. So, but I've always, when I listen to this song, I always think like of the first part, like where he say, "It's something in your eyes, baby. It's telling me you want me, baby. Tonight is the night, or is your night, right? And you ain't gotta ask for nothing, but I'm looking at the lyrics of this song, and it's like not even the same song. Do y'all know this song? Do you see the words? So the words is what's got me in a chokehold right now. Because I'm telling you, like, how did I ever let you slip away? And never knowing I'd be singing this song someday. And now I'm singing to Rise No More ever since you closed the door. If I could ever turn back the hands of time, then my darling used to be mine. If I could ever turn back the hands of time, then my darling used to be mine. Child, what song is this? Wait a minute. He don't say nothing like that in this song. What? Do y'all see how confused? Hold on, wait. This Mercury retrograde been tripping. Because it's like, you'll see something that's there that's not, ain't supposed to be there, bro. Like, what the hell? Those lyrics don't even go with this song, but they go with everything that I've been channeling lately. What the hell? 2022 is ending. It's just different. The way 2022 is ending is just different. Like, I listen to a lot of readers, and I don't even know how people are really reading energy right now because it's so crazy. It took me like 2 weeks to go ahead and tap in and do some readings. And I'm just trying to read energy. Like, messages that I'm getting and the readings that I'm doing are not equating. Because the intuitive feelings are weird and crazy. I've been more emotional than angry during this shadow period of whenever Mercury retrograde started. Nothing makes sense, but it makes sense. And you know Mercury is ruled by communication. So it's like, it's so off, but it makes sense. I don't know if it, but there's also this thing too. Because another reader that I watch on YouTube, because I'm always on Tarot Land on YouTube. And so another reader was like, for the high priestesses and high priests, us who are extremely intuitive. Our spiritual gifts is off the chain right now. Like, it don't have to make sense for it to make sense. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Does that make sense? Shit ain't adding up, but it makes sense. It's like right now you have to navigate through Mercury retrograde, and I know it's going to get crazier. But you have to navigate through this Mercury retrograde with just like what you know right now. Everything that you've acquired as far as your growth and how to deal with certain situations, you got to put that armor on, but then still move through it with like strength and discernment. Because I've been pulling the strength card like crazy. It's like we all got to have on our masculine energy right now. There's a little room for that feminine emotional shit, but right now we all have to do what's best for us without offending. And I don't want to say offending because you do want to move with love and light, but you don't want to be like rude. But you also need to do and carry on in a way that's best for you. This shit crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. And at the same time, it's like there's so much good positive energy out here. So it's like so many good and positive things are happening for us that we have to like, okay, boom. I accept it. I love that. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? This shit is weird, but it makes sense. Does that make sense? Because it's weird. It's so weird. Communication is all wonky, of course. And then you have like these twin flame readings and these soulmate readings. And you have new energy coming in. You got the old people wanting to return, which is natural because that happens during Mercury retrograde. But it's also like, what the fuck? You know what I feel intuitively though? What I feel intuitively and what I know of Mercury retrogrades, and what it is, and if I could just give you a little, a little tidbit of what I know about Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde is, people say things go backwards, but actually, I Googled Mercury and the retrograde of the planet, and that's actually its natural axis, if you will, that it goes backwards. So like it goes the other way, but that's Mercury actually spinning in its natural orbit, right? Whereas we see it as a setback, a fallback. Oh, the energy's not going the way that I wanted to. But if you peeped my divine masculine reading, I said that I saw 2 minutes into their reading, 2 minutes and 4 seconds, right before it turned 2 minutes and 4 seconds, I seen it say 2:05. Then it went back to 2. Then it went to 2:04. Then it went back to 2:05. And in that reading, in 6:25, I said that in the divine masculine reading too, that in order to go forward, you have to assess of where you been, right? And so that's what divine masculine. That's what I was about to say. Sorry. That's what Mercury retrograde energy is about. Is for you to assess like where you been, so you know where you going. You know what I'm saying? Which is life in itself. It's just sometimes, the energy just be real heavy. You know what I'm saying? So that we get our ass in formation. The shit is just weird. I've been more emotional than I've been in a minute. Like super emotional. Like and what I mean by emotional is that right now, like I've had a couple, if I can not just really go in detail, but just kind of give you an example, like I've had people express their concerns to me with other people and not being fair. You know what I mean? Like creating a facade, an illusion, saying that they're doing one thing and doing another, and then not willing to compromise or just, you know what I mean? Like just have some type of integrity. And that, and the way that it affects and has a ripple effect. This is my issue right now, is that in a couple of different instances that I am involved in, it's having a ripple effect on other people. And it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings that people are not considerate of other people, you know? And so I've been very emotional about that. But at the same time, I've been doing a good job of being a little more reserved. But there are people, I've been able to easily navigate who to share my emotions with in regards to that, So this energy is crazy, and I can only imagine that it's going to be a little more intense. But I do confidently feel that, of course we'll get through it, It's just as we get to the point where we're making huge like shifts and changes, and people are really starting to elevate their emotional intelligence and empathy in regards to certain things. Excuse me, that started pit in my stomach. It's triggering people who've kind of been, I don't want to say kind of been, I always try to give some like leeway to shit, It's triggering people who have been operating in a lower vibration. And you can tell, you can just see, you can tell that people want to change their vibration, and you can see the struggle of dealing with the chaotic energy. But anyways, at the end of the day, we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, everybody. Just, I don't want to say keep your head on the swivel, but be aware, And you don't have to check the negative energy, because I don't want you to feel compulsive or impulsive, but just be aware of it, and don't allow people to disrespect you or, in the word, shade you. You know what I'm saying? To come at this time. I feel like, and I'm picking some energy up on, and when I say shade you, shade room is the first thing that came to mind. And it was just like, I just see like headline after headline of just like bullshit and a lot of negative energy being projected into the collective right now. You know, it's a lot going on in the world. And so, you know, have a heart, be kind, don't be fooled, and most importantly, don't be dismayed by lack of movement, because retrogrades kind of slow things down for you to assess before things pick up. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. And that's just me sharing. You know what I'm saying? Period. I just want to share. And just, you know, maybe you can relate. So anyways, that's all I have. Love and light to you guys. Namaste. The God in me honors the God in you. Love ya.